I never understood how a single signature could feel heavier than a decade of failures until that night. I remember sitting alone in a dimly lit room, staring at a document that could either save me or finish what life had already started to break. For the first time in years, my hands didn't shake. Maybe that's what happens when a man finally accepts he has nothing left to lose. People always assume a downfall happens suddenly. Mine didn't. It happened slowly, quietly, hidden beneath responsibilities, bills, expectations, and the smile I wore for my family. I loved them more than anything. But somewhere along the way, I forgot how to love myself. I used to have dreams, big ones, things I wanted to build, create, leave behind. But life has a ruthless way of burying dreams under groceries, rent, school payments, and late-night worries you never talk about. Day after day, piece after piece, I traded my ambitions for survival. And I told myself it was fine. Because that's what good fathers and good husbands do, right? They sacrifice. But sacrifice without meaning slowly kills you. I tried everything to get us ahead. A small business with a friend. He walked away with the money, and I walked away with the debt. An online project. Everyone said it would work, but it collapsed before I even understood the system. A partnership. Promised success. Delivered nothing. Every attempt turned into another failure, and every failure chipped away at the part of me that still believed I could succeed. But the worst part wasn't the money. It was the voice inside me that kept whispering, "You're done. Stop trying. You're not that guy anymore." That voice followed me everywhere, even when I smiled at my family, even when I pretended everything was under control. One night, long after everyone had gone to sleep, I sat in the living room with only the sound of the refrigerator humming. On the table, a stack of unpaid bills, a bank warning letter, and a small note I had written to myself years ago. A note I had completely forgotten. It said, "One day, I will start something of my own." I stared at that sentence for a long time, and I realized something painfully simple. I had lived my whole life avoiding my own dreams, yet I was willing to risk everything for everybody else's. So that night, something cracked. Not in a dramatic movie way, not with music swelling in the background, but quietly, internally. If I'm going to fall, I thought, let me fall chasing something that belongs to me. I picked up the documents, and I signed them. Not out of confidence, not out of courage, but out of exhaustion. The next morning, I started small, very small. A tiny business built around something I actually cared about, something I had buried for years. The first month, nothing. No calls, no clients, just silence. The second month, even worse. I woke up every day to the same emptiness, wondering if I had made the biggest mistake of my life. But the third month, something happened. A simple message, a customer, a small job, almost insignificant. But to me, it meant everything. It meant that I wasn't dead yet, not inside. It meant that all the failures hadn't taken away my ability to rise. Slowly, little victories started appearing. A returning customer, a good review, another small project. It wasn't fast, it wasn't glorious, but it was real. Then one morning, my phone rang. A voice on the other end said, "We heard about your work. We want to talk." I froze, because the opportunity they offered was bigger than anything I had ever imagined. Years of rejection, years of doubt, years of feeling invisible, all cracked open in a single moment, and for the first time in a long time, I felt something inside me that I thought I had lost forever. Belief, not in luck, not in miracles, but in me. Today, my life still isn't perfect, but it's mine. Every success I have now was built on the ruins of everything that once broke me. And I finally understand something. I didn't sign a business document that night. I signed a promise. A promise to stop running from myself. A promise to try again, even when trying hurts. A promise to rebuild, brick by brick, breath by breath. I failed 1,000 times, but I only had to stand up once, for life to open every door it had kept closed.